This is a vegan cheeseburger. It's got an Impossible patty, vegan cheese, vegan mayonnaise, a vegan bun, and it's got lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and jalapenos, and I'm only assuming that those are all vegan as well. And it came with a side of garlic Parmesan fries, and I do recognize that Parmesan is not vegan, but then again, neither am I. And I don't eat vegan very often, definitely not on this channel, and I'll talk about that more in just a little bit, but I thought if I was gonna give it a go, I may as well try it from my area's most famous bakery. It may not be entirely accurate to say that Frost Me Sweet is the most famous bakery in town, because that actually might be Costco. For some reason, our Costco sells like 20,000 pumpkin pies every single year, which is more than any other Costco in the country. And every time I think about that fact, it just reminds me that it is important to be known for something, even if it's stupid. But I can't really think of Costco as a bakery per se. I think of it as a place where you go if you need 400 eggs and a pogo stick, you need them right now, and you want to be really angry while you do it. But to me, what they are most of all is a hot dog store. Their hot dogs, in my opinion, are the best deal, dollar for dollar, maybe in the history of the planet. The only way that you can get a better deal is by actually shoplifting. In fact, it's such a good deal that at one point the CEO told the founder that they needed to raise the price of the hot dog because they were losing so much money on it, and the founder responded, "If you raise the f***ing hot dog, I'll kill you. Figure it out." So Costco isn't keeping the hot dog cheap out of the kindness of their hearts. They're doing it because the founder is threatening to murder executives, and frankly, I'm thankful for it. But no, I do not think of Costco as a bakery. When I think of a bakery, I think of a place like Frost Me Sweet, and so do a lot of other people. I'm gonna have to read this. I can't even remember all of it. The Great Eats Award in 2023, which is a nationwide organization that seeks out great restaurants with the intent of celebrating their unique culinary dishes. The Tri-City Herald's People's Choice Award in 2019, 2020, and 2021, and the Talk of the Town Award for Excellence in Customer Satisfaction in 2011, 2012, and 2015, and there are more. It just keeps going. The only awards that I have ever seen in Costco are the plaques they have on the wall for people that have worked there for over 25 years, and I do think that that's awesome, but no, I don't think of them as a bakery. When I think of a baker, I think of an artist, and we have a very, very good one. It's right there. It's right there.
Hi, I'm Megan Savely, and my husband Jason and I own Frost Me Sweet. We started in a little cupcake coffee drive-through with me doing just cakes and cupcakes. My husband and I met working in sister restaurants about 20 years ago, so 25 years ago. We were pretty young, and I think the naivety there was 100% there. I mean, we had the experience in working in restaurants for so long, but it is a whole different ballgame when you own your own. And you think, like I was general manager of a few places and Jason was chef, and it's like you think working in it for so long, but it is a whole different level of risk. It's like I will lose everything. I can't just walk away. And so we started with just bare bones, and working 80 hours plus a week, and we were here all the time, open to close, before open. But the passion's there, and I think that's the only way you can sustain those hours and that emotional and physical toll that the business takes, is if you don't find joy in it, if you don't have passion, then there's just no way you could push forward and do what needs to be done. We wanted to expand the bakery and make more cakes, and we found this spot in the Parkway and just fell in love. And we thought there's no way we can pay the rent with just cupcakes, so we'll do a little bit of food. And 13 years later, we're twice the space, full restaurant, full bakery. People wonder all the time how we actually work together, but we don't We work together, but we don't work side by side. He's the chef, he's in the kitchen, he handles that. I do front of the house. I also work at the bakery and manage the bakery, and then I do like all the back end, like bookkeeping, HR. It's more or less that we see each other for like a minute, and it's generally like, hey, you know, whatever, and then, or if there's an issue, hey, could you help me with this? I think if we worked side by side, like in a food truck, props to them. But I think my husband and I could do it. This long in, I think we got it.
Is there an award that you've gotten that you are the most proud of?
Honestly, I would say the Chefs on Parade ones. We put our all into that every year when we did it. It was like shut the restaurant down, all hands on deck. But it was fun to meet the community, but then to have them, your own community, put in that vote for you, not just like some famous person on Food Network. I mean, that's awesome too. But to have like the people that actually come here and support us and in our own community vote for us, that's the best when that happens.
Despite everything that you may have seen in the past, I actually am very particular when it comes to burgers, as simple as they are. You really only need 3 things to make a truly good one. You have a bun to hold everything together. Obviously, you need meat, or in this case, some kind of substance that resembles meat. And then I'm a cheese guy, so you need cheese. Obviously. And this one does have a lot more going on than that, not the least of which is that more than half of the ingredients include the word vegan. I mean, how could that be good? So I have only ever had 2 things from Frost Me Sweet. The first one was the duck banh mi that I had about a year ago, and now I've had this burger. So I've had a sandwich made from plants and a sandwich made from an adorable water bird. And perhaps fittingly, one of my earliest memories from childhood is when a duck stole a sandwich from me. So I sort of saw that thing as a kind of a revenge. But my point is that they're both really good. And you could say that it's because of an unrefined palate, or I don't know, whatever it is you want to say about it. I'm pretty sure that if you gave me this burger and didn't tell me what it was, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I think that most people who say that they can just have a point to make. People do have a tendency to get bent out of shape about meat eating on both sides. People who love to eat meat might point to the nutritional value or the protein, or that we are carnivores, whereas a vegetarian might look at a burger on your plate and think that you boiled Lassie alive. As much as I love to eat meat, which I really, really do, logically I find myself on the side of the vegetarians, because as humans who understand nutrition and have Google, we can figure out where to get protein or any of the nutrition that we might be missing. And if I find myself in a room and I was starving, and on one side of the room there was a pig and a fire, a cast iron skillet and a knife, and then on the other side of the room there was a salad, I would go for the salad, and I would probably share it with the pig. The only reason that I am able to eat meat is because I have disassociated it from what it actually is. If I had to kill it, I would never eat meat again. And if you were watching this as a proud meat eater that thinks they just don't understand vegetarians, I think that you would both agree that neither one of you would want to eat a golden retriever. So in that way, you already do understand vegetarians. They choose what animals they will and won't eat exactly the same way that you do. They just include every animal. And what we really need is a place where we can all come together and get whatever it is that we want. A place where we can sit and break bread, or in this case, break a vegan hamburger bun.
But I think we also here try to have a really collaborative space, not only at the bakery, but also in the bistro, a collaborative place for people to get creative. So like we have fresh sheets every month, and my husband, the chef, will put an item on there, but then each person in the kitchen puts an item on there too. And then they get that response of people ordering it. So every time their item's ordered, they're back there like, yeah, you know, like somebody likes my stuff. It's fun not only to get to be creative, but also to have it be received is like the greatest part of doing it. When people like your art, whatever that is, it's a consistently evolving, creative, beautiful thing.